What's up, Golden Gamers? Welcome to the YouTube video. I'm joined by my co-host, esteemed commentator and player, Chris Toph Aldendorfer.
That's me.
And we're going to show you the mystique, the wonder that is the Melee local by taking you down to Verdugo, which is the longest running local in Southern California. With all these kids online and their boxes and their machines, just playing Slippy unranked all day, we've kind of forgotten what makes us, the beauty of the local scene, you know. Your O2er who comes back week after week to fork over $5 to fiction. Your Marth guy, that's me.
That's him.
In fact, here's me being the Marth guy 9 years ago at my very own local. And here's you.
Here's me right here.
On the shirt.
In the flesh.
Move your hand. Right there. This was Toph. This was Toph at his local.
Yeah, this was me at a local 8 years ago.
You ready?
Let's go.
Yeah. After an hour of driving through Socal traffic, we finally made it to Verdugo, the most prestigious weekly in all of Southern California. We're time to take a deep dive into see the creatures, the people, It's over the other way. My informant has told me that it's actually across the street. We are on the wrong side. This way, Toph. Now behind us is Verdugo. What goes on at Verdugo, Toph?
Well, my friend Big Z, aka Zeke, aka Big Z, 60 of the world's best gamers every single week gather at this very location to determine which of them is the second best to fiction.
And the name of that location? Trustworthy Brewing. Shout out to them for providing us with a home every week to house smashers, for me to donate my $5 to Fiction's pocket every week. That's what I'm here for.
Eat some good burgers.
Eat some burgers.
Have a refreshing brewski.
A pint if you will. And let's get to know some of the people who make the heartbeat of the Socal Melee scene tick. Let's go. What does Verdugo mean to you? Very, very brief and very, put your heart behind it. What does Verdugo mean to you?
Verdugo is a special place to me where I get to see the homies and compete. Just seeing improvement in myself, seeing improvement in my peers.
Nowadays, it's awesome to hear from people that they tell me, hey, I really appreciate that you do this every week, and it just warms my heart, and that's why I do this.
Like, we just get all of our best, like all of our friends, and we just go and we drink and do other things and just play Melee and have a good time.
For me, Verdugo is like a safe space for all these people who just want to come hang out and enjoy each other's company. It's about like spreading something beautiful to me and like having people come and share what they offer in the community, like in a place that's like tangible and real, which means a lot after COVID too, especially to me.
If you're a Slippy kid and you're scared to go to tournaments, you really shouldn't be because everyone there is like you. And I promise you it's 10 times better than net play. It's 20 times better than net play.
I think that the difference of like feeling your inputs come out on CRT is still like light years better than net play will ever be. I literally cannot describe it unless you come to a local and you play on a CRT. It just feels better.
I guess it's like if you've never been to a crazy roller coaster like Silver Bullet or something, you have to do it. And then you're like, wait, this is tight. And you end up going over and over.
It's like you go to church, but like you fight all your friends and you get drunk. It's like pretty hype.
So if you've never been to a local before, I encourage you to go out, and you'll definitely meet someone that you at least vibe with, get to know better, and maybe build a friendship.
If you want to find your own Yan, come down to your local. Make sure you hop off Discord, hit the log off button every now and again, and come play some offline Melee, man, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you say Verdugo kind of represents for Socal these days?
That we're better than New York and that they're free.
That's something I never
All right, yeah, I just saw Rymo like 2 days ago. Rymo beat my boy in Guilty Gear Strive, and I didn't even recognize Rymo because he's wearing a mask. Oh, man, By the way, I've heard good things about the burgers.
It's definitely one of the best burgers you've had in your life.
Word on the street is if he wins, you give him a discount. Is that true?
Yeah. Well, he gets a discount regardless.
Okay, wow.
Because he's always winning.
Can I get your best Verdugo story?
Okay, the one that pops into my head immediately, there's a player who, I won't name for the sake of this, but they had just lost.
You could name him. No, I'm just kidding.
They had just lost and they were really, really salty. This is like a long time ago. And they walk out raging, and I see the guy picks up his controller, and he like jumps with like all the force he has and chucks it harder than I've ever seen. Picks it up, does it again, and then on the second time, the entire controller explodes. The motherboard breaks apart.
It's so
the
tight.
buttons are flying all over. This is like in the street. The buttons are flying in the street. The stick boxes are like everywhere.
Controller shrapnel.
It's insane. And then the funniest part of it all is I see like Gooms and like a bunch of other controller nerds. They're all like, well, I mean, I do need some new stick caps, and like everybody just starts scavenging this
like
guy's
a pinata. Jesus.
It was literally like a pinata. They just scavenged through this guy's controller in the street. Funniest thing I've ever seen.
My favorite memory at a like a weekly is probably convincing all of the boys to go, and then everyone is just like in like a state of wanting your homie to beat another homie is like a very good feeling. And like your friend Dylan is cheering as hard as he can against your friend Ben, and he is just so adamant that Ben needs to lose, even though you guys are going to hang out later. I think those are like some of the funnest times because you're doing stupid chants like "F my tiny" and suck that against your homie that you're gonna hang out with later.
If I never had like Melee locals and stuff like that, I feel like it would have been, I don't know, it was just like it's just like a totally thing. I just wouldn't have gotten anywhere else. I just feel like my brain would have been super different just from, it would have been like school and work and and like a couple dates and that's it. It's like Melee really like gives you that extra place to like experience like social stuff where it's not just directly like your friend, like you don't necessarily like everybody there, you know, but like it's not like you're like, it's not like work where like you have to like work with everybody a certain way. I don't know, it's nice.
Well, Big Zeke, it's been a beautiful day here in beautiful Burbank, California, at the venue of Verdugo. You guys see this alliteration that I'm doing?
Yeah, this is good. This is very
awesome
poetic.
alliteration. Kind of like Walter White.
Just like Walter White. Speaking of
alliteration,
they're in an RV in that show, and we are going to be in a metaphorical RV coming to a scene near you. For the next
something up for your local.
Yes, cooking something up for your local in the next episode of Locals Road Trip. If you liked what we did today, we're going to try to make it so we go to as many scenes as possible. And if you think your scene should be spotlighted, give us a reason why we should show your scene some love. We're going to swing by. Pop bonuses. Toph and I will be there. Maybe not. Maybe PP and I will be there. Maybe I won't be there at all. Maybe
two Zekes.
Yeah, maybe two of us. Thank you once again to the lovely people over at Verdugo who week in and week out put in blood, sweat, and tears to make this a home for all Melee players in Southern California. And if you haven't been here and you live in the area, highly encourage you to check it out. Get a burger. Tell him Zeke sent you. I don't think he'll get you a discount, but maybe it couldn't hurt. And if that's all, I will be catching you guys later. We're gonna walk off into the sunrise. Peace.
My hometown is Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Wait. Is that the... Everyone asks you this, I guess. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move past it.